All right, my apologies, brothers and sisters. Seems like I don't know, had a little issue with the connection. So, but I was talking about Cain and Abel, and if there was no particular criteria or standard, how is it that he could accept one offering and not the other? Because he showed this man what he wanted him to do, and that's why he could tell uh, Cain. That's why he could tell him. And the Lord said unto Cain, why art thou wroth, and why is thy countenance fallen? If thou doest well, shalt thou not be accepted? And if thou doest not well, sin, again, the transgression of his standard of law, he says, sin lieth at the door, and unto thee shall be his desire, and thou shalt rule over him. Okay, so now let's go to Genesis, the 6th chapter, and see again the perpetual standard. Okay, this is Genesis, the 6th chapter, and we're gonna pick it up at verse. We'll pick it up at verse 5. Genesis 6 and verse 5. It says, and God saw that the wickedness of man was great in the earth, and that every imagination of the thoughts of his heart was only evil continually. Right? So again, if it's evil, so what we understand too is that the daughters of men were dealing with the sons of God. Okay, so these righteous men were dealing with these unrighteous women being unequally yoked. People say these are angels. You know, angels, this is not Greek mythology. Angels don't sleep with men or with women. Okay, so it says, and God saw that the wickedness of man was great in the earth, and that every imagination of the thoughts of his heart was only evil continually. And it repented the Lord that he had made man on the earth, and it grieved him at his heart. Again, why would it grieve him at his heart if there was no criteria for righteousness? And the Lord said, I will destroy man whom I have created from the face of the earth, both man and beast and the creeping thing and the fowls of the air, for it repented me that I have made. And then it says something. But Noah found grace in the eyes of the Lord. So grace, people talk about being under grace. Grace is that favor from God, be an unmerited favor. That's not new. And it says something about Noah. These are the generations of Noah. Noah was a just man and perfect in his generations. And Noah walked with God. Forgive me if I keep looking up. I'm just getting some crazy numbers from YouTube. So forgive me. Genesis, the 7th chapter. We go from Genesis, the 7th chapter. And I just want to see. And verse 1. Because here again, there are things that were shown unto them. Genesis 7 and verse 1. It says, and the Lord said unto Noah, come thou and all thy house into the ark. For thee have I seen righteous before me. Well, let me pick it up at Genesis 6 and verse 9. Because it says something about Noah. These are the generations of Noah. Noah was a just man and perfect in his generations. And Noah walked with God. How was he just? How was he perfect if there's no standard of what just is or righteousness is or perfection is? So it says in Genesis 7 and 1, and the Lord said unto Noah, come thou and all thy house into the ark, for thee have I seen righteous before me in this generation. Again, there has to be a standard of righteousness. And then he says in verse 2, of every clean. Okay. Then he says, of every clean beast, thou shalt take to thee by sevens, the male and his female. And of the beasts that are not clean by two, the male and his female. How is it that you could take them in this manner if it wasn't shown to you what was clean and unclean? See, God showed it unto him, even though the law was not officially given. Let's go to Genesis, the 25th chapter. Actually, let's go to Genesis 25th chapter, because this All praise to the Most High. I said 26th chapter. 26th chapter. Peace to you, Eminem. So it says here in 26 something about Abraham, the patriarch. Now, it says in verse 1, and there was famine in the land beside the first famine that was in the days of Abraham, and Isaac